The smart Bluetooth hands-free is an all-rounder, because with the optional iPod integration kit, music can be played as well. Once installed, your customer has the choice between hearing music or the freedom of speech. The retrofit of the Bluetooth hands-free set is quite easy. First, remove the cover of the head unit and the switch unit underneath the radio. The removal of the radio is next. Then the sun visors, the interior headlight, the rear view mirror, the roof frame, and the trim of the A-pillar. In the next step, take off the additional instruments, including the whole plate. Separate the plug connection and remove 2 screws. In the removed additional instruments, take out the clock. To do this, take off the trim, and then the screws. Make a cutout at the back. You'll run a cable along here later. Remove the piece of plastic. Remove the clock cable from its clip and stow it away on the underside. Now you need the hands-free part set. With the control unit, cable harness, microphone, rotary pressure switch including battery, and a new display for the additional instruments. Move the connecting lead of the display through the opening. In the display, thread through the cable starting with the clip. Now screw this onto the hold plate of the additional instruments. Remember to put back the visor. Back in the Smart, lead the cable through the opening in the dashboard down into the footwell. Later connect the cable with the control unit. Now connect the plug connections and screw on the additional instruments. Here's one more tip. If your smart customer doesn't have any additional instruments, the Bluetooth hands-free set can still be retrofitted. For this, you require an additional hull plate available on Gotis. Proceed in the roof frame. Drill a hole 20 mm from the top edge and 7 mm from the side. Thread the microphone cable through the hole so that the microphone is on top. Take off the tape of the microphone holder and press the holder firmly above the hole. In addition, fix the position with a screw. Put on the microphone. Afterwards, turn over the roof frame, because on the back of the screw a rubber cap is installed. Also attach the cable so that it doesn't make any noise during the journey. Then in the vehicle, the cable runs along the roof frame, behind the A-pillar trim and into the footwell. Only then does the rear view mirror come back into its place, just as the interior light and the sun visors. From the radio, run the cable harness down into the footwell. Now connect the cable harness to the control unit. Next, the display plug also comes to the control unit, as well as the plug for the microphone. Before you insert the control unit, one more tip. If you also want to connect an iPod, you now have the opportunity. You require the part set for the retrofit of the iPod interface. Connect both control units as follows. The USB cable of the iPod comes into the control unit iPod. Also connect the plug of the display with the control unit iPod. And then directly connect the control units together. Last but not least, connect the aux in and out. Only then do you install both control units under the glove compartment. The remaining installation occurs in the reverse order. That only leaves the button to operate the hands-free set. The rotary pressure switch. Put in the battery with the positive pole facing downwards. Place the switch on the center console. Lastly, test the hands-free set. The conversation with the colleague works wonderfully.
Okay, alles klar. Ja, ciao.